Emotions are boiling over from City Hall to street corners after yet another pedestrian death in Seattle on Friday. Leaders have a goal to end traffic-caused walking and biking deaths by 2030. But as Fox 13 Steve Kiggins tells us, Vision Zero has stalled out, with some people saying it's become even more dangerous to get around without a car than ever before. Steve.
Yeah, you know, Rainier Avenue is a challenge even if you're behind the wheel. Those lanes seem pretty narrow and traffic always seems to be moving pretty quickly. Now, this woman who was killed here on Friday, she joins 175 pedestrians that have been killed on Seattle streets since Vision Zero began back in 2015. And nowhere else in the city of Seattle are pedestrians more at risk than right here in the South End.
Walking up this way when I go to catch the link after work, no, I wouldn't walk that way. I go through the neighborhood because the cars are really fast through here, and you know, construction, it makes it hard. There's a lot of navigating.
Declan Hoban walks these sidewalks to and from work. She worries drivers are not keeping watch for people on the feet. Do they even pay attention to you?
Sometimes, yeah, it depends. Haven't had anything happen yet.
The intersection of Rainier Avenue South and South Walden Street is where Seattle police say a 66-year-old woman was hit and killed Friday night. The driver in a dark-colored sedan took off, leaving the woman dead in the road. For the 7 years since Seattle launched Vision Zero campaign, 1,200 people have been injured and 175 have died navigating the city without a car. This map, presented to City Council this summer, shows the city's south end bearing the brunt of casualties.
It's unacceptable because it's all preventable. And that's what we are here to talk about. You know, I want to see a fundamental shift in our priorities. I want to see that we change the way we plan and prioritize and invest in a system so that we prevent these deaths.
That's District 2 Councilmember Tammy Morales blasting the city's slow rollout of projects aimed to protect pedestrians and cyclists. After Friday's fatal crash, the councilwoman tweeted, "What the actual F?" showing her frustration boil over. In a statement to Fox 13 News, Morales complains 50% of road fatalities happen in the South End, even as plans for protected bicycle lanes have been delayed until 2024.
It's a problem of the design of our streets all over the South End.
Morales' complaints today just as vigorous as when SDOT presented findings to council this summer. For Declan, it seems obvious who gets priority on Seattle streets. Do you think the city's designed for you or for cars?
Oh, for cars, 100%. Like, it's awful having to do public transit and walking everywhere.
So back out here live in the South End, Seattle police, they're still looking for evidence for that hit and run crash that happened back on Friday night. They're looking for the driver of a dark colored sedan who was last seen traveling northbound on Rainier Avenue South. If you have any information about who might have been behind the wheel or know where to find that car, you're asked to call Seattle Police's tip line at 206-684-8923. Live in the Rainier Valley, Steve Kiggins, Fox 13 News.